Hey guys, me Dave. It's 9/17/2020, so thought I'd do a little video, give you an update. Not too much going on. Went camping last night. I didn't do a video at camping. Um, Actually, I was kind of busy at camping. We went camping last night. We made the best out of it. We had, oh my god, it was a lot of fun. Tanner had fun. He was, usually he sits in the van and all this stuff and kind of just lays in the van, doesn't want to come out and stuff. He came out like a few times, walking around and all this stuff, and then we went for a couple walks and all this stuff. And we made, we got up there. We made. I used my coffee pot. We made coffee when we got up there, and then we cooked some hot dogs when we got up there and all this stuff. To kill some time. Usually we get up there around 6, and then we sit until 8, and then start a fire and all this stuff. So we did all this stuff, got up there about 5:30, and then sat around for a little bit, went for a walk and stuff, and then I thought, well, I'll make a little coffee tonight, and make I can, like I say, I can cook in the van if I want to. So I fried up some hot dogs and all this stuff. It was a lot of fun last night. And then we had a fire around 8 until like 11. It was a full camping trip. I mean, it was we were staying busy, and it wasn't bored. We were staying busy and all this stuff. So we had a lot of fun. Tanner even had a lot of fun. He was doing really good on his camping trip this time. So I didn't make a video. I was you know, it, I went to a couple of the calls, and they were talking about Brian too and stuff like that, telling people to leave the country and all this stuff. And I wouldn't do that personally. I wouldn't pack up and leave the country and get stranded somewhere, or get beat up or robbed or something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that personally. So they were talking about that on one of the calls. And all this stuff. Somebody who says don't go to the calls is kind of a hypocrite, because he goes to every call. Listens in. So anyway, that's kind of what we had a really good time last night. The only thing is that they had some perps up there slamming garbage dumpsters, the lid to the dumpster and stuff like that. They were slamming that, scaring Tanner a little bit, and then some people were just splitting wood, but they didn't have a fire, so they're out there splitting wood super, super hard, banging and all this stuff, and people are slamming their doors, and then somebody hit their panic button, and the panic button was going off, so we had those kind of things going on. But for the most part, it was relaxing. We had a fire for a few hours. It's just part of life. You know what I mean? It's part of going camping. They're going to be up there. They're going to get these people involved. Some guy was staying in a tent. It was supposed to be like 32 degrees out. He was staying in a tent, probably because he was a perp. Little perp he didn't have money for, or he, doesn't have a camper, obviously. So he was staying in a tent in an electric site. Does that make sense? So they were up there last night. Causing a little trouble here and there and stuff. But for the most part, it was good. It was relaxing. We were staying busy. We were eating up there. And I brought some snacks up there for us, and we had a couple drinks up there. Got a little buzz on, and but they wouldn't let me sleep. I tried to go into bed around 12:30. I had it was cold out, so I have a light for the fan, and then I had my heater going, to keep us nice, toasty, warm. It doesn't take much to warm that van up with an electric heater, and stuff, and we had a really good time. I mean, it was nice, toasty, cozy in the van, and we stayed up until 12:30. Had a couple more drinks and all this stuff. Got a little buzz on, so I could try to sleep, and stuff. But I woke up at 3:00 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep, and then at 5:30 in the morning, they woke me up. I couldn't tell if it was V2K or if it was somebody out there honking their horn, but somebody was out there honking their horn like crazy. But it could have been V2K. It was probably V2K because I didn't see any cars around or anything like that driving away or anything. So, they do these mind tricks on you, where, sometimes you can't tell if it's them or if it's V2K. So I think it was V2K. They, did some horn honking. They have a soundboard with all kinds of different sounds. They can do everything. All kinds of different sounds on these, rattling the pipes. That's a common one. They'll rattle the pipes where it sounds like your neighbor's rattling the pipes. Really, it's V2K. They have a soundboard with thousands of sounds on it, you guys. They used a ton of them on me before when I was getting hit super hard. So they have a soundboard where they can do all kinds of different sounds. Any sound they want is on the soundboard where they can do, and stuff. And, they have, access to all kinds of things that they use to, for mind tricks, psychological warfare and stuff, So, but we had a good time. We left at 5:40 in the morning. We were home by 6:30. It was, we were home early, because I couldn't get back to sleep. I wanted to. I was super tired and all that stuff. It was still dark out when we left. And we got home at 6:30. And then I tried getting back to bed and stuff. But, so we got up there at 6 until 12:30. It was a blast. It was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. Tanner had a good time and all this stuff. And we had fun for those few hours. And then, they're not going to let you sleep. Not going to let you sleep. They're going to wake you up at 5:30 in the morning. That's part of it. They're not going to allow you to have a perfect night or a perfect day camping. They're gonna mess it up somehow. They're gonna stir it up somehow. And stuff. So, that's what happened last night. So I didn't make a video or anything. We were just enjoying ourselves, having a couple of drinks, having a fire and all this stuff. It was really fun. Even though I was by myself with Tanner, it was fun. He was having a good time and all this stuff. It was fun. So we're going to go again next month. We're done for the month. I can't afford to go again. So we're going to go next month, which will be a little cooler, and there's going to be even less people out there because it's October. Not too many people want to go camping in October. They put their campers away and stuff for the winter time. So that's what we're going to do next month. We're going to go again, one time probably, and stuff. So we had a good time. It was fun. They laid off me. They didn't really hit me. Well, they did kind of hit me actually when people were around. I get hit when people are around. So if somebody walks up to the dumpster, they're sitting there remote manipulating me, putting thoughts in my head and all this stuff. I don't know if the guy's confirming or validating the technology or what, but that's what they do. So they were doing that a couple times, and stuff. So that's what happened with us. I really wish you guys would try to get away, buy a tent or whatever, and just, $50, for a tent. Take your dog out or go with I don't know if you have any friends, but, I don't. Go with somebody, and go camping just for a night, have a fire and have a few drinks, and stuff. The perps are there, but, try to enjoy yourself, if you can. And then I came back and went back to bed for a while and all this stuff, and woke up around noon. And then my sister called. She's like, "Want to go for a bike ride?" I was super tired. This camping wears me out. It really does. It wears me out. It's a lot of work to go camping for one night, actually. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go for a bike ride. Super tired and all this stuff. And so then we met at the trail. Went for a bike ride. And went for a decent ride. I was kind of winded after a little bit, so we took a break, and then we turned around and went back. But I got out, felt a little freedom, going for a bike ride and all this stuff. It was fun. It was fun. I'm wore out. I could totally fall asleep right now. I slept 5:30 until 7 o'clock after supper because I was just beat, and I was surprised they let me sleep a little bit because I'm just beat. We'll see how tonight goes, but it was fun. It was a fun day. We had last night was fun, and then we had a fun. It was a fun day today. Getting out and go for a little bike ride and stuff, visiting with my sister and stuff, and talking about camping and talking about family and all this stuff. So it was it was a good time. Guys, got to do that. You got to break up this targeting. Don't be isolated. If you haven't seen your brother or your sister in a while, be the bigger man and call them up and say, "How you doing? I miss you. Do you want to get together for a cup of coffee or something? Let's go to Dairy Queen. Want a Blizzard or you know what I mean? You gotta make the effort. To do. You gotta keep those family ties. And stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. It's almost 10 o'clock here, and I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and trying to get out there and enjoy yourself if you can. Screw these guys and try to get out there. So I'm gonna cut this off, and I'll talk to you guys later.